Coco Gauff explains reason for skipping U.S. Open mixed doubles event. Coco Gauff is one of the most high-profile absentees from the list of entrants for the event, which will take place a week before the main draw begins at Flushing Meadows. 14 teams have entered into the event, which will take place on Tuesday, August 19th, and Wednesday, August 20th, at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. Jannik Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz, Jack Draper, Jessica Pegula, Iga Swiatek, and Emma Raducanu are among the players taking part. The winning team will earn $1 million in prize money. However, Gauff will not be playing despite her doubles credentials. The 21-year-old is a former world #1 in doubles and won the French Open title last year alongside Katerina Siniakova. More recently, she claimed her 10th WTA title in doubles at the Canadian Open. For me, it was just because I know the free week of the US Open is already packed for me for sponsor things, and it was just like a whole other thing. And I'm very competitive. If I were to lose, I would not be happy. So, I didn't want to waste mental energy on that, Gauff told reporters at the Cincinnati Open. Then, on top of the sponsor stuff the pre-week, and then knowing that this finished on Monday and potentially having to play on Tuesday. Well, you would have to play on a Tuesday. So, I just knew it wasn't going to work out for me, scheduling-wise, she added. Despite not taking part, the world #2 has given her full support to the event and isn't ruling out the possibility of playing it in the future. I think it's cool, and I think it's going to be an exciting 2 days, and not knocking it off for the future. It's just that I plan my sponsor weeks literally like a year out, sometimes a year and a half out. And when this whole thing was coming up, I was already booked and busy, Gauff commented. Gauff kicked off her campaign at the Cincinnati Open with a 6-3, 6-2 win over China's Wang Xingyu despite producing 8 double faults. She will play 32nd seed Diana Yastremska in the next round. The reigning queen of American tennis has been a fan favorite not only for her explosive ground strokes and athleticism, but also for her fierce spirit and mature perspective on the sport. Yet this year, as the tournament rolls around, fans will notice something unusual. Coco will not be competing in the mixed doubles event. And it's not because she doesn't enjoy it. Instead, the decision was born from a blend of strategy, self-preservation, and a laser-like focus on her singles campaign. The weight of the calendar. For players like Gauff, the summer hardcourt season is both an opportunity and a minefield. Weeks of travel, varying court speeds, and intense physical demands can wear down even the fittest athletes. Leading into the US Open, she played tournaments in Washington, Montreal, and Cincinnati, each with deep runs that left little room for recovery. In a candid media session before the main draw began, Gauff explained, "I love doubles, mixed, women's, all of it, but this year my team and I decided to narrow my focus. The US Open is one of the most demanding events on the calendar. If you're trying to win the singles title, every ounce of energy matters." It wasn't an easy decision for her. Gauff has always embraced the variety of doubles, crediting it for sharpening her net game and tactical awareness. But the grueling nature of back-to-back matches, sometimes 2 in one day, can quietly drain a player's reserves. The temptation of mixed doubles. Mixed doubles at the US Open is often a playground for fun partnerships and unexpected drama. It's where legends team up with up-and-comers and where the crowd's energy feels looser, almost like a festival within the Grand Slam. Gauff has previously hinted at possible dream partners, joking about teaming with Frances Tiafoe or even a veteran like Jack Sock. But when the US Open title in singles is on the line, temptation isn't enough. "It's easy to say yes," Gauff admitted, smiling. "But I've learned that sometimes you have to say no to the things you like, so you can give your best to the thing you love most." For her, the thing she loves most right now is chasing a second Grand Slam singles crown. Learning from the past. Last season, Gauff entered both singles and doubles at the US Open. While she made notable runs in each, she left the tournament with a bittersweet feeling, physically spent, mentally fried, and frustrated that her singles performance didn't fully reflect her potential. Her coach, Brad Gilbert, reportedly urged her to consider the energy economy of Grand Slam tennis. In his mind, every additional match, especially in the New York humidity, was another chip taken out of her stamina bank. And in the sharp end of the tournament, those chips matter. If you're playing 3 events, you're not just playing more matches, Gilbert explained. You're also doing more warm-ups, more cool-downs, more media, more everything. It's death by 1,000 cuts. Singles focus, bigger goals. The shift in Gauff's schedule is also about momentum and positioning in the WTA hierarchy. She knows that a U.S. Open title would cement her place not just as a crowd favorite, but as the clear leader of the tour heading into 2026. She's currently ranked near the top of the world, with Iga Swiatek, Aryna Sabalenka, and Eala Rybakina all jostling for dominance. A win in New York could tilt that balance in her favor for the next year. Every time I step out in Arthur Ashe Stadium, I feel that energy, Gauff said. But it's also pressure, good pressure. I want to be at my absolute best for those moments. That means making some sacrifices now. Fan reactions and mixed doubles culture. Fans, while understanding, have been vocal about missing her in mixed doubles. Social media has been flooded with posts from those who wanted to see Gauff paired with another dynamic shotmaker. Many point to the lighthearted and unpredictable nature of mixed doubles as the perfect setting for her personality. Still, seasoned tennis watchers get it. Mixed doubles is fun, but it's not where careers are made, noted former doubles champion Rennie Stubbs. At this stage, Coco's career is about collecting big singles trophies. She's making the smart play. The physical toll behind the scenes. What many fans don't see is the behind-the-scenes grind, physiotherapy, ice baths, recovery meals, and constant travel. Gauff's summer hardcourt swing has already included over a dozen matches across 3 cities. Add the emotional toll of close contests, the stress of media obligations, and the wear and tear of hard courts on joints, and the decision to trim her schedule starts to look like survival strategy. Even Serena Williams, Gauff's childhood idol, famously managed her doubles participation later in her career to preserve her singles ambitions. Eyes on the prize. In the end, the decision isn't just about skipping one event, it's about shaping her entire season to peak at the right time. You can't win everything, Gauff reflected, but you can give yourself the best shot at winning the thing you want the most. Her supporters hope that this focused approach will translate into deep runs in singles and maybe even another Grand Slam title. For Gauff, that's the dream, and the reason she's willing to say no now, in hopes of hearing a thunderous yes from the Arthur Ashe crowd when the final point is played.